Hey guys, it's me, Katie, and this is another episode of Lost in Translation!
Usually Katie puts me in the hot seat, but today it's Kelly's turn.
If you're first time joining us, we take a recipe, we put it into Google Translate, we go from English to French to Sudanese to Korean, and many more until we bring it back to English to give us this hilariously translated recipe.
We have been planning this for months. The whole team knows. We sent an email out, her boss knows, and she said, and we quote, "Oh my God, I love this so much."
Kelly has no idea. It's been actually really hard to keep it from her. Let's go do this.
Breaking Kelly, take one.
Can you try that thing that we just tried?
Yes. Your turn, Kelly.
Shut up! Are you serious? Nemo, did you know?
Yes, of course she knows.
Holy sh**.
Good luck.
Ready?
Yep.
A great idea. This is not a great idea. Step 1, cooking plate with a band of berry trees and fat spray. I'm assuming this, fat, and it's spray. Cooking plate, spray a cooking sheet with spray with a band of berry trees. Do I like flour it? I'm gonna spray this baking tray with fat spray. Band of berries, maybe like a bowl. But why wouldn't you just use oil? I'm skipping the berries, I don't know what it means. I feel like band of berries might be important and I shouldn't just write it off, so I think I need a hint already.
Who would you like your hint from?
Jasmine.
Your cooking plate is not so simple. It might be a more unique piece of equipment that you see on your cart.
Here's why maybe I think these. I've never seen these in the kitchen before, so somebody had to go buy them.
Your band of berries is still missing.
This is the cooking plate?
We've helped Kelly. It's her first time.
Bamboo leaves! Band of berries, bamboo leaves. I've chosen grape leaves based on the fact that there's 2 jars, and that's the only reason why. Usually I'm the one prepping the food and I'm like laughing behind the camera, feeling confident. I'm gonna spray this with fat spray and line it with grape leaves. I feel like this is the wrong decision. I feel like I need to change my mind. Grape leaves felt weird. I have no idea what band of berries is. I don't think it's grape leaves, so I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna scrap it. It's gonna screw me over later. Step 2, add 3/4 cup of dogram, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of bees, half a teaspoon of flavor until a soft paste appears in a small bowl. Got it. Got a bowl. I know bees make honey. I feel like dogram is gonna be one of these beans.
Why do you think that?
They're here. Oh wait, a soft paste. It's gotta be a flour. I'm gonna just put the bees in first. 3 tablespoons of bees, all-purpose flour, masa, tapioca starch. You guys are mean. 3 tablespoons of sugar. Well, I'm just gonna go with sugar because I know if I'm translating, sugar doesn't really translate. It's the same word in every language. And a half a teaspoon of flavor. So I need to make a paste, so it's gotta be a flour. I'm gonna go with all-purpose because it can't hurt. It's all-purpose. 3/4 cup of dogram flour. This isn't gonna make a paste. Maybe I was supposed to do water. This is not a paste. I think I should have done the beans that are soaking in liquid, and then that would have formed a paste.
We give you 1 mulligan since it's your first time. Go, 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 go.
Now, which bean? I have no idea what these beans are, but I think they're dogram, so I'm going for it. And it feels like the texture of paste. 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of bees. I'm sticking with bees is honey and sugar. I don't have a clean thing, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. 3 tablespoons, half a teaspoon of flavor. My only 2 flavoring options are vanilla and pandan. And I know we didn't have pandan in the culinary kitchen, so I feel like it has to be for today. Now, I have to mash this into a paste. I think this is as paste-like as it's gonna get. Katie's telling me I have to move forward, so I'm gonna put this in the fridge and then move to the next step. Step 3, form a moderate skin. Swizzle 2 cups bubble butter, divided 1/2 cup of, that is not English.
This is English.
Form a moderate skin, swizzle 2 cups of bubble butter, divided 1/2 cup of disaccharides, 2 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of coffee butter, and 1/4 teaspoon of fragrant until flawless and dirty. Another fragrant. Form a moderate skin, I feel like that's to make the dough. On moderate heat because I have to melt bubble butter. What's bubble butter? Okay, let's look for butter. That's a lot of tapioca starch. I feel like that's gonna be my flour. Bubble butter, bubbly, aromatic, airy. Swizzle, swizzle is melt. I just keep thinking like in a pan, I'm gonna melt. 2 cups of bubble butter. But what is bubble butter? What is that other word?
Disaccharide.
Disaccharides. See, I didn't do well on my SATs. I don't know.
You know the chemical names for things?
Nope. I know I'm using water and it needs to be evenly combined. From a moderate skin, I think that means over moderate heat. I told you guys I can't do this.
You can do it.
And you thought 2 cups was too much for butter. Like,
Boba, tapioca, bubble butter. Yes! I did it. Okay, boba is made from tapioca starch. Those are the bubble butters. And 2 cups of flour makes a lot more sense than 2 cups of butter. Disaccharides.
do you want a hint?
Yeah, I need a hint.
You really?
I have no idea what that means.
Saccharin?
Sugar.
Hey, those are pretty good!
I only know that from translating the other recipes. I only have 1 hint left and I'm on step 3. 2 cups of water. I can do that. Water is universal. That feels good. Let me get a whisk. I feel better because I've seen Jasmine make boba. I think half teaspoon fragrant is gonna be this vanilla because it's fragrant and it's the only thing I have left. It didn't say what to do. I'm assuming I can just stir it because it's already clumping. And the coffee butter, maybe oil, but I don't see any oil. The only oil I see is like canola or vegetable. I'm just gonna add it. I'm gonna do half what it says because I don't know if it's right.
That's the way the recipe works.
All right, this has gotten very thick and gelatinous. It's not very well combined, which I know it was supposed to be flawless and flirty. This is very flawed and dull. Step 4, wake up to a large mixture and cook over low heat. Well, I've been doing high heat. Whoops. Maybe that's why it's not flirty. Step 5, turn off the oven and continue to bake until the dough begins to separate on both sides of the mold. That's what I just said. It's like totally clearing from the pan. Oh my God, it's 1 ball.
Wow.
Jasmine doesn't look like wow. That's how I talk to my kids. I'm like, wow. Oh wait, I was supposed to remove from the oven. I got this. Turn off the oven and continue to bake until the dough begins to separate on both sides of the mold. So we're there. Step 6, add meaty filets and learn to communicate. Did my husband write learn to communicate? Add meaty filets? But this is sweet. Coconut meat, and learn to communicate and fold to combine. Now which one? I have shredded or large flakes. I'm gonna go with large flakes because it's meatier. I switched my mind from super meaty to like medium meaty, so it incorporates better. It didn't tell me an amount, so I'm just gonna guess. It's not incorporating anymore, but it's giving it a nice layer, a nice coating, and I think that's the best I can do. So let's go to the next step. Convene. Cut a spoon bunch of flour with kitchen scissors. Put one of them on the floor of the oven cup. Convene from what I'm doing, remove it, put it here, cut some off and put them in here. But how much? All right, I'm just gonna cut it. I just cut off a ball. I'm just gonna keep filling these because I'm a confident woman.
Are you feeling good? How are you feeling?
So I'm just gonna keep filling these cups with a couple spoons of this dough until they're all done. Add 1 food to a server and a tablespoon of flour on top. I'm a confident woman. And I feel great about getting my paste out and seeing what I can do here. Okay. So what I think I'm doing is putting some of this here and then adding more dough on top and sealing it in. I apologize for whoever's recipe this is. I'm not trying to do it injustice, but it's Katie and Jasmine's fault. I think Jasmine's a genius. After being in these shoes, like her word association is so good. And I'm like, how does she know that? And it's because she did well on her SATs. So I added 1 food to server. I'm just assuming this dough that got translated to flour. Step 9, fill a bowl with flour. Return the rest. I think that meant what I just did. Number 10, add water to the central pan and rupture slightly. Put a bucket on it. So they are steamed. I think what this means is fill a pot with water until it's rapidly boiling and put a steamer basket on top. So I've added water to the central pan and I'm gonna let it rupture rapidly. And then I'm gonna put this bamboo bucket on top. Step 11, put the flours in a basket with a lid. Cover with a fork for 15 minutes and the buns will be light and shiny. We're calling these flours. Cover with a fork. A fork is a lid.
Why is a fork a lid?
I don't know. I'm gonna put the flours in here and steam them for 15 minutes. This is rupturing slightly. I'm gonna add my flours and it doesn't say steam, but cook them until the buns are shiny and light. 15 minutes.
What do you think shiny and light means?
Shiny and light. So I'll come back in 15 minutes and then we'll move on to the next step. These have been steaming for 15 minutes. Let's see if they are light and shiny. Oh, I feel like I overfilled the bottom layer. When I was cutting the pieces, I wasn't like thinking about presentation, and I should have. Like this guy's just like about to jump off the cliff. He's like, I'm done. Step 12, draw a 10-inch square piece of plastic paper on a flat surface. Separate the abracadabra in the middle of the plastic. Parchment? My bamboo baby? Separate the abracadabra in the middle of the plastic. Isn't that like what a magician says? I need a hint. I need a hint.
You want your final hint?
Final hint.
Sometimes a magician says this word before they open a door.
Open sesame. Don't genies say that? Not magicians.
Magical people.
10-inch piece of plastic paper. So plastic didn't translate, I'm assuming. I'm just guessing. I know there's sesames involved because genies say it, not magicians. And so I'm gonna roughly make a 10-inch square of plastic wrap. So separate the abracadabra in the middle of the plastic. So I'm just gonna sprinkle the abracadabra in the middle. Step 13, with the help of the banana master, take some of the food out of the pot and put it on the hammer. So I was supposed to use the banana leaves. With the help of the banana master, I didn't need the banana master's help. Take some of the food out of the pot and put it on the hammer. Take it out of the pot and put it on the hammer. Step 14. Put the My Leaf cake in a plastic bag to cover Papa. Pack your present. Leftovers are all the same. Leftovers are all the same means do it with the rest. Hammer. Was I supposed to like pound it? There's no more I can do here. Honestly, all I think is like keep coating these in sesame seeds and then cover with plastic. I'm gonna get one more sheet of plastic to wrap it to cover Papa. I'm covering Papa. And then it's just telling me to store it, but I don't know how it's supposed to be stored. So I'm just gonna coat the rest of these with the sesame seeds, wrap them up like a present, and then read the next step. I've already tasted each element and it tastes really good. I just think I have the visual off, which as a food stylist is really sad. Leave the bread for 20 minutes. Okay, leave it. They do feel warm. So I'm wondering if leave the bread for 20 minutes means like chill it. So I'm gonna go pop these in the fridge for 20 minutes. I don't know if it's right, but then we'll read our final step. Open the cake and give it here. Open the cake, I think that means take these out of the plastic wrap and then give it to my friend. I think it's time to see Great Idea in real life.
Open your eyes!
Oh! Oh my God, these are so cute. And the color is way better. I would like to know what these are called.
So this is called bánh sucé. It is a Vietnamese dessert, also known as a conjugal cake. It's traditionally served at Vietnamese weddings, and the stickiness signifies the stickiness in marriage.
Oh, that's so cute. Definitely did too many sesame seeds. I'm just noticing a lot of differences. Cheers to a great idea. That's a lot of sesame seeds. I love the inside. I don't like how many sesame seeds are put on. But this bean paste is so good.
Cheers.
The paste is good.
To be honest, they taste really similar. This tastes close to the real thing. It's just a lot of sesame seeds.
The texture on this is better.
It's really good.
I feel like this.
My boss.
All right, let's try the real one. This is way better. There's no comparing. Like, no. This is incredible. It's sweet, but not too sweet. The coconut is incorporated. This is amazing. These are both really good, but the original is definitely better. No contest. All I have to say is I'm coming for you, ladies. You're up next. This was so much fun, a lot harder than I could have ever expected. And if you guys have any ideas how I can get back at Katie and Jasmine, shoot me a DM and we will get the ball rolling. Bye.
Bye.
Bye!
Oh, yes!